Questions for Coach?
That's a pretty good program over there. Where do you think you guys have improved the most, maybe from the first couple games to tonight?
Well, I think it was really the first game was a little bit of a shell shock for everybody. I mean, everybody was a little bit nervous. We played freshmen and played a team that played outstanding. Wasn't ideal for us, but I thought we bounced back. That's a sign of a good young team. I mean, just for that to happen to us on the first night and come out, and then another team in upstate that very well coached, another team here is picked to win this league, and like I said, I mean they very, very well coached. I mean, I think they run their stuff hard, and they got shot makers. I mean, that's you can win a lot of games in college basketball like that. So that team that could, I don't think that we'll see any more just versatile team even in the SEC. I mean, that guys that got shot makers like that off the bounce. Not only do they run their sets, but they can make shots off the bounce. And then you got somebody like Brown that you can throw it down there too in the post too. That was a low force. We'd love to have Lee Dort on him, but in due time. But no, I think it's just a matter of us just continue to grow and get better. And while we're on the mend, we're still on the mend, and the guys are getting better. Hopefully we timetable for those guys. Hopefully we can have them back by Vegas. I think that's by the time we go for the Thanksgiving tournament that Van got on the court a little bit today. Tyron hopefully he'll get on the court some this week. Lee's doing really good. He's trending up. Just want to spend so much time away that now we don't want to have any type of setback. So we're bringing him along slowly. But while they're on the mend and until we get back whole, very, very valuable minutes to create depth for our team. So it's a good thing. It could be a blessing in disguise in the big picture.
You talked about maybe the team tightening up a little in that first game when the other team made a run. Was it good to see that tonight that the other team did make a run and then you guys responded and were able to hold on?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it was. I mean, we still we had Ez with those guys. Ez is always going to compete to the very. But again, just having our younger guys and that first experience, and in hindsight, you think about it. Something we may look at, probably going maybe not playing on opening night, right? Maybe getting a chance to see all these. You're seeing it across the country, man. These mid majors and low major programs are getting guys that I don't think they would normally have, but because the portal is so vibrant that they're able to go and find some guys that can really improve your team. I mean, it's a lot of shot making. I watch just other college basketball games, and the guys are making shots. When you make shots, you got a chance to have an upset. So I think for us, it was a wake up call for us. And now with this young group, I still think us coming into that game the way we thought we were going to come into the game, we would have been fine. But like I said, it'll benefit us in the long run.
Not that game in particular, but have you looked back at the last couple of years when you've seen your guys? You played your best at the end of the year. You've been playing your best at the end of the year. Did you change anything going into this season and to try to, start faster to make sure you're not kind of?
We don't try to start slow, Gentry. We don't try to start slow. We try to play the games and do the things that we're capable of, but we understand it. And the good thing about me, I know who I am, right? I know who I mean. We're going to come in and we're going to try to get these guys better in our actions. They're going to get better the way you've seen them get better every year, but it just doesn't happen from practices and going against each other. You have teams with different schemes that do different things, that take things away from you, and you have to adjust and make those adjustments on the fly. And guys, you can't buy experience. You got to earn experience, and you earn those experiences through those reps. And I think that's nothing changed. Hopefully we win all the games while those guys are learning and experiencing those reps. But if we drop one or two, that's fine. I think we got an opportunity, and just like last year, I know once we know what we're doing, we can run off 10 in a row. We can run off 11 in a row. Hopefully we get jump started a little sooner than we did last year. But it was similar to this year. We started off with a bunch of health issues, but those are things that are out of our control. That I don't sit back and stress. Right, or looking in Tyron's eyes every day or looking in Lee and Vin's eyes every day to see, are you ready? No, their long-term future is more important than one early season game, or 2 early season games that we might drop. Might feel different we had a lot of excitement and momentum coming in for last year, and that's who it's disappointing for. It's disappointing for those guys, disappointing for our families, our supporters. But at the end of the day, it's about us getting better, and that's the only thing I'm focused on.
Can you talk about Colin, what you saw from him today, and how you've kind of seen his maturity this offseason and how it's shown on the court?
He really worked on his body, and worked on his stamina. I think he can play, longer stretches right now. You saw his ability to shoot the basketball. He's a really versatile piece for us. He can slide all the way down to the 3, and he can slide down to the 5. As we saw later in the season when we played Kentucky and he was a matchup problem, he was able to bang and with Sheepway and guys like that. But I thought he got a little fatigued tonight. There toward the end, but I just think JQ and Vin, whenever in the mix, is going to be a nice combination of guys that we can just see who has a night that night. And I think that's the thing about this team. Once we're whole, it could be a number of guys' night. I think Evan Taylor, you haven't seen what he's really capable of yet too. He's another guy kind of like Tassos did the other night. He's a guy that can make multiple threes in a row. Once he gets his feet set, you're seeing some flashes of what Jason Revere can do. Malik Presley is a downhill athlete but it's just they're a little bit of a carbon copy of each other right now because it's so important for us, our transition defense. And that's where they struggle. They, getting back in the hole. And that's why Isaiah's kind of gotten the nod because he has that discipline. He has that mentality to do that job. And at the same time, he's capable of making multiple shots in a row like he did tonight. He was 2 for 4 from 3. I thought, I don't know if I've ever been 2 for 4. If I shoot 2 for 4, I'm getting some more shots up. But again, I got to get them to that mentality. You know what I'm saying? I know it looks good to be 50%, but 40% works for me too. I'm gonna get a couple more up, but I think that's the way these guys are. They're selfless and they're going to continue to pull for each other, and then I think we've got a special group whenever we get back home.
You guys are up there nationally in rebounding leaderboards, despite 2 big guys being out. How have you guys been able to make up for that?
I think we've really been crashing the boards. We've been talking about that a lot. Really going to hit when we're on the defensive board, really making contact and not just ball watching and trying to go get the rebound. We've been making a conscious effort to make those points, and that's something that we stress every day. And offensively, making sure that we really crash with our 3, 4, and 5. Our assignments for our point guard and our shooting guard is to protect the backcourt because we really want to crash the boards hard with those other 3 guys. And I thought, charting those things and seeing it every day and showing you that you're in the red because you missed some opportunities. I think those little things that we do with the coaching staff really help those guys keep focused on putting pressure on both boards, the offense and the defensive boards.
Ezra shot 12 for 12 from the line and 2 from 3 tonight. How impactful can it be if he can shoot like that? I guess he can't shoot like that every night, but if he can shoot it at a high
We hope so. I think it's it's free throws. You go up there, they're free, and I think he works at it. All of our guys works on. That's what he said. Yeah, probably didn't understand. He said the free throw ladder. We really take that stuff serious. Having different games at the end of practice when they're tired, they try to make free throws under pressure, and they got different groups that they're in. And it's always a battle. You miss a couple, you might leave the A group and go to the B group, and the B group goes to C group, and
that's the ladder.
Yeah, that's the ladder. It's an algorithm that's above my pay grade, but maybe Andy can help you with it. But no, it's really some focus there to try to improve our free throws, especially late in games and win games for us. We lost and we take the first game. Right, we missed enough free throws to win the game. Well, we lost by 6 or 7, missed 11 free throws. You take the night like tonight, then we're all talking about how great we all are. So, but we learn to take the good with the bad with what we do. but understand I know who I am, I know who my team is, and then we're gonna continue to be exactly that.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.